Kris Overstreet, the Redneck Gaijin, and as you might notice from my hat, it's a pony night tonight, specifically Stellaris with the Pony Stuff mod. This is where we left off on Monday. As you can see, we have expanded into two fairly unequal sectors, pushing like hell down here because there is an unclaimed, unguarded Gaia world down here. We want that. We would also like to get this desert world here, but we'll have to see how that works out. And we really, really want to get this pre-spaceflight civilization under our control, because we don't want the angry aliens here, the Centomoroi. We don't want them to take them. The Centomoroi really do not like us, and they're not interested in liking us because they are actively sending envoys to harm our relations and rivaling us. So yeah, that's not terribly good. The annoying thing is, I was trying to get into a federation with my two closest and friendliest neighbors, the Sin and the Aurasians. Unfortunately, it turns out they didn't want me in because I don't go to war. And I made the mistake of thinking they didn't want me in because they wanted me to be against going to war. And so I am now stuck in a defensive-only policy for the next 10 years game time. It'll be at least that long before I can seriously try to get in with their federation again. As you can see here, our queen is Princess Celestia. And there is a crown prince, but since Princess Celestia is eternal, it's very unlikely that Crown Prince Fluttershy is going to get a chance. We are radically, fanatically xenophilic. We love aliens, and we are pacifistic. And there's a civic slot that comes with the mod that we're using tonight that, well, I can explain more about it later when we get more people, but let's just say I think all of the pony-related civic slots, the pony unique civic slots, are badly OP. We'll get into more detail about that when the time comes. Biggest worry right now is that we have a very weak Navy at the moment, and not much prospect of getting it stronger. We are beginning to get to the point where we're going to start losing some leaders, I think, to old age. But that will never be a problem with our leader, because one of the civic slots we took when we built this was the United Pony Monarchy. It's unique to this mod, and one of the effects, leader lifespan plus 10,000 years, and a leader level cap +1. Now, it would be nice if that extends to all leaders, the generals and scientists, etc., etc. But we know for certain it covers Celestia. So yeah, they're going to just tootle right on up to their skill level max, which in this case is level 10. That by itself is incredibly OP. It also gives us +25 happiness, +25% to monthly influence, and +2 flat monthly influence. It gave us 2 civic slots that we couldn't unlock until we had enough influence to spare for it. And then administrative capacity +25. Put that all together, and that is excruciatingly OP, and there are a lot of other just as OP slots that I could have chosen. Yeah, I mentioned influence. Normally, a net influence gain per month of 3 to 5 is considered good. You start out at 3. We're now gaining 8.91 every month. We have a raw production of 10.29. That is literally absurd. bordering on insane.
Anomaly.
Okay, fast forward to the next month, and there we go. That puts us one system away from the Kerbal system. Okay, we can now build gene clinics on our planets. And naval capacity plus 30. We need that pretty badly. We have enough extra society research that I can go ahead and start enlightening here in the Hawa system. That will take a long time because they're only in the Bronze Age. Okay, and Jinkath Prime is now primed. So we go ahead and get districts going there. There's the Han Filier. They're listed as molluscoid, but I don't care what you say. That's an Espeon. And we're going to uplift. We're going to uplift some Pokemon. And now we claim Kerbal with its Gaia planet. However, yeah, the Gaia planet is actually a moon. And there is no Eve, there is no Drez. There's not even an Elu. It's entirely different planet, so not that Kerbal. Okay, it's not going to let me build anything to claim the energy around Voltamar 4 until I can also claim exotic gases, which I don't have the tech for yet. Which is irritating. Okay, you're old, and even if you're immortal, you won't level up anymore. So let's go ahead and Fluffy Kind Heart. Even by pony standards. Fluffy Kind Heart. Alright. Alright, we're going to recruit these other two.
Construction
okay,
complete.
It looks like Form the Galactic Market is going to be the next option coming up. Okay, Kerbal is now in our grasp. Let's move on down here to Yon and just keep on booking it down as far as Prophet's Prophet's Retreat strongly suggests that that's one of the quote-unquote holy worlds that a certain ancient empire is not gonna let us settle. So that could be a problem. Whereas this Gaia world here, Kerbal 4A, it doesn't have a proper name, so it's probably not a protected world. And we're going to go ahead and get this colonized immediately with equestrians. No, not Everfree Forest, and definitely not Froggy Bottom Bog. Manhattan. Thus it shall be. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures, seems to be drifting.
Situation log updated.
Alright.
Construction complete.
Okay, the starbase in orbit around our home system is expanded, so I can go ahead and expand its trade hub. I think by one will do it as far as getting trade values from surrounding systems, which leaves us another slot here, which we're going to use for an equestrian worker bay. There we go. And do we have Off-World Trading Company? We have. Okay, let's go ahead and sell a little bit of food, buy a little bit of alloy. And that will further boost our trade values.
System survey complete.
Okay, Ambor is complete. I want to research the derelict ship first, because I think there might be a chance that the cube will kill the ship. I don't really want to risk that until this other one's taken care of. Yeah, Sunburst, who looks suspiciously like Tree Hugger. I think I currently have 3
Special
Tree Huggers.
project complete.
Oh. The ship in orbit was not abandoned. The crew is alive, but not well, influenced by some sort of brain parasite. With the help of our scientists, they could easily be cured. Okay, this is a gamble, but let's help them out.
An alien empire has established communications.
The Human League Federation builders. Mildly xenophilic and highly egalitarian. And, okay. Where the hell are they? We made contact with them. Where do they live?
Near them.
Yeah, I just want to see where your systems are, damn it. Obviously, they're a very, very small empire. How small, I don't know. As I said, they're rated as pathetic. So, is that it? That's it? Yep, single system entity, that's all. And probably just now spawned. So they almost certainly have no opportunity for expansion. Let's see where our relationships have not really changed. In fact, we are slightly less likely to get into their federation. And why is this? Because our border friction has gone up a bit. Okay, Olderon system surveyed. And there's this dark system here in the Shadow Nebula. Dun dun dun. And we're going to send Pumpkin Creme in there to check that out. Plasma throwers. Big gun. Oh, but there's my favorite gun of them all, the Disruptor. It's not effective at all against shields or armor because it just goes straight through them and blows up the guts of the ship. I like that kind of gun. And the Centauroi have laid another claim against us. They're trying to set up for war. Alright, large machine of unknown origin and purpose. Well, start knowing the origin and purpose.
Presentient species uplifted.
Alright, the Hanfalir are now sapient creatures, and we welcome them to our society. And we can now colonize tropical planets at maximum efficiency. They like tropical planets, they've been uplifted, and they have Tomb World habitability. Okay, did I just colonize a damn Tomb World? Because if I did, there's a lost civilization out there that will not be our friends. No, it's a tropical world, okay. On the other hand, if that ancient empire isn't in this game, well, now we have a species that can colonize Tomb Worlds no sweat. And what's in the Shadow Nebula is a place called Ciabulia. And that is actually kind of creepy looking. A statistically significant group of Hanfalir citizens appear unsatisfied with our teachings on the nature of the cosmos. They don't believe in friendship. An unknown individual group among them is circulating some spurious codex. We can either give them spiritualist or materialist, and I don't really care either way, so nothing will come of it. Let them have
System
their fairy
survey
tales.
complete.
Okay, the alien machine is still operational, but we don't know what it does. But it has a nice candy-colored lever sticking out of it. And since we're ponies, and we do foolish things like this, We're gonna pull that lever like it's a slot machine with a $1 million jackpot payout. And there's now a wormhole in Iflore. We're not taking it apart. We are just going to research the machine some more. And the Hanfalir are having more growing pains. They've made a formal request for clearly delineated demilitarized zones. Well, we're not going to say no to pacifists. Be pacifist, friends. And we now have built up massive amounts of influence, so we can start expanding again. Okay, the problem is the Centauroi, who really don't like us, are apparently the most powerful faction in the galaxy at the moment. Nagyari also don't like us that much, and they're number 2. Alien barracks. The silhouettes discernible from orbit are indeed buildings, and closer inspection revealed them to be of an obvious martial nature. Yeah, how about not? Okay, our main fleet has been fully upgraded. Which means we are still horrendously weak. Nekar 5A is in tectonic flux. It's not currently habitable, I think. Nekar 5A is a barren world that has no resources, apparently. We can either go for a +4 physics, or we can have a 50% chance, which this coin flip has never worked out for me. I'm going to try it
Construction
tonight.
complete.
Science Officer Sunburst reports that Nekar 5A can indeed be terraformed. A narrow window of opportunity is expected to open shortly as the planet enters a particularly unstable phase of its cycle lasting a couple of months. Sunburst believes that miniaturized explosive charges delivered to the planet's crust and strategic irradiation of the atmosphere will halt Nekar 5A's tumultuous changes and stabilize it in a form somewhat more suitable for sustaining life.
Situation log updated.
Okay, yeah. We'll have plenty of time once Sunburst here is done surveying. So guys, still not really. Huh. If the humans weren't so damn far away from us, we could offer them protectorate status and basically make them our vassals. As it is, we're going to go ahead and form a defensive pact with them. Crap. The Glebsigs made the protectorate instead of us.
Special project complete.
Okay, Nekar 5A is now arid and not barren. Okay. Our improved relations are nice, but we're still not getting that federation, are we?
Construction complete.
Oh, Hundius, and that huge station means we're about to run into the ancient empire that I was worried about. And it's not only between us and the humans, it's between us and the Glebsig as well. Alright, here's the situation. This cluster of worlds here, we've blocked off all direct access to, so we can pretty well rely on all of these being reserved for our expansion in the future. These worlds up here are not completely guaranteed, but they're pretty close. Now, the Nagyari are working their way up this rim here. And which is a shame because there are some worlds over here that we really do want. So we've expanded plenty, and there's still plenty of room for us to continue expanding. Okay, Jir is claimed. Let's go ahead and get an observation post on that civilization so that we can get some more social research going. And of course, the Centimoroi know that we've done this. Siengawa is ours. That might be as far as we can come in this direction. We need to poke our noses in at these guys to see exactly what faction they are. If they're xenophobes, then we are in serious trouble. If they're spiritualists, and they probably are, then we're going to have to be real careful about Tomb Worlds.
Construction complete.
Okay, observation post is observing. Pardon me. Yeah, we are almost done with a Titanic life monitoring project. Okay, after a period of research and study, the scientists on Jinkath Prime have managed to make a breakthrough and achieve limited communications with some of the Titans. They want to join our military. We now have disruptors, yay. There. And let's just go ahead and send our battle fleet up here to clear out this particular nest of mining robots. Alright, and we now have an Aurasian settlement in our empire, which means we now have 4 unique alien species within it. Speaking of, form commercial pact, form federation, integrate subject. Yes, we can make the Aether part of ours again. It'll take 17 months, not that long. Okay, Dojak Prime is a... Lolendra Watchers, Holy Guardians. Know that we are the Lolendra Watchers, the chosen people of this galaxy. Respect our holy places or else. So they're the spiritualist ancient empire, or as they refer to it, fallen empire. And that pretty much blocks us off, and that also explains why Sol, well, it's not, yeah, it's in a cul-de-sac, and they're blocked off by the ancient empire, so they're kind of screwed. Okay, and Pumpkin Creme has started the faction Council of Religious Conservatism. They're not gonna like us, I'm pretty sure. Oh, not even. Not even. They only have 4 pops supporting them. Setting foot on any tomb worlds will upset them, okay. They don't like robots. They don't like a secular state. And they don't like being way in the minority, and they are exceptionally in the minority. Do I want to do anything about them? Okay, suppressing them cost us an influence. And actually, for once, we are not getting very much. Our gigantic gains have been eaten up by all the pacts we've made with various people, particularly the humans. So yeah, we're not gonna suppress them. We're just gonna let them go, do their own thing. Okay, we found alien drag strips on an asteroid. Well, I guess it's better than alien skid marks. Okay, buzzword standardization finally passed the Senate. And we have to wait another 2 years game time. The next thing coming up is form the galactic market, apparently. Well, we boosted them up some, but their border friction issues are getting a little bit worse, so that balances things out. Asked to join Federation, yet we're still at -35. Fortunately, we are almost
System
to the
survey
point
complete.
where I can change to allowing aggressive wars, and that should be enough, that flip, to let us get in the Federation. We are running out of planets that we can survey is one problem. Once all the planets in the galaxy have been surveyed, the only real uses for science ships are either to, to boost research on one of your homeworlds, or to scan the debris that's left over after a major battle. Once again, the Saddlehorn Peaks have been pummeled by falling asteroids. What do you mean, once again?
Research complete.
AI-controlled colony ships is done. Aether Foundation has been successfully integrated back into our empire. In any case, we've now got the improved colony construction thing, so it's time to expand, 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 expand. And our empire sprawl has gone to more than double our... we've encountered some sort of alien vessels in the Hestomera system. These strange objects have been flagged as Daleth aliens, but we've been unable to pick up any of their communications. We'll just have to wait and see. It's not one of ours, it's one of the Sins. In fact, it's the back border of the Sins. And that is a big fleet. Let's go ahead and get back to Paradox's orchestral sound, which it's interesting how many of Paradox's tracks are being used and reused by game players and video makers who aren't playing any of their actual games. Kiram Sisters system surveyed. You're surveying my sister?
Construction complete.
Okay. Scientist leveling up. Whole chab has been filled in. I said no, kid. That table you cannot get on. That's better. The reason I brought the cat in the first place was she wasn't able to get up on anything, and she was even less able to get down if she did get up. Now she's jumping up on places where she might actually break stuff. Because she wants all the attention.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, here they come. And that's them taken out. Right. Asked to join Federation, 35. So, I made my internal politics a bit bad and gained nothing by it. Oh. Daramo, I just now saw the chat window. It's a good thing that you pointed that out before I had the next battle. I kept getting distracted partly by the game and partly by the cat. The main priority of the night has already been accomplished. We've got the systems over here that we wanted to claim. Still stuck at 35 for federating. 85 with the Eurasians because they're farther away from us. I could form a federation with the Glebsic Foundation. And I'm thinking very seriously about doing so. Because we're not going to get it up there with our next door neighbors, I'm sorry to say. Not anytime soon. Okay, the only one we can accept is the Galactic Union. Harmonic Union is what we're going to call it. And so now we've proposed it, and we'll find out if they accept. Meantime, these guys are here to blow up the asteroid.
Federation formed.
The state of Ekos and the Glebsic Foundation signed a treaty of federation. As founding members of the Harmonic Union, they will now face the future as firm allies. Hooray!
System survey complete.
Oh yes, I forgot about the fireworks show. Okay, one less asteroid to threaten our colonies, and we get a bunch of minerals too. Oh, hark! Another fallen empire over here. Enigmatic observers. They really, well, neutral relations, but plus 100, that's alright. They're Xenophiles, we're Xenophiles. We're probably as close as we're ever going to get with any of the fallen empires. Not that it means we're going to get anything out of it, but you never know. What the hell are you doing sitting there? Build a damn starbase. Electric system has been fully surveyed. Oh, great. The mining robots have set up shop right on top of this wormhole that I want to grab. And B.A. Duracus is surveyed. So let's go ahead and get that ship back up here before the Nagyari claim these systems and trap us off. Oh! The enigmatic observers want a copy. Yeah, they found the brain scans and boxes that we got from the In Limbo anomaly, and they want a copy. We want to bring a small number of this species back to life. Well, suits me fine. A pop of the long-dead Povolin species will be created in the Endangered Species Reserve, and they may show us favor in the future. The ponies are coming, hooray, hooray. The ponies are coming, hooray, hooray. An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the Sol system. It does not appear hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in Sol is causing massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity is consistently emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses, which appears to be a form of language. If our translation software is correct, it is saying, over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. Yeah, where's James Kirk when you need him? And Vlur the Void Cloud, he is one beefy son of a bitch. And just his presence in system is really screwing things up. Basically, our empire is an arc around the galaxy from here all the way around to here.
Construction complete.
But it's a thin arc, which is why I just sent out whole fleets of colony ships. We're starting our proper build-out now. Okay, there's Ugron. Do I want to confront them down here? Yes, because I actually want these systems down here for their energy production. Amoebas pacified.
System survey complete.
Hooray! Okay, de facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. But now, we're going to make this legit. And the first step behind that is to figure out which planet is going to host the Galactic Exchange. And we're going to try to have it be us. Decisions. We need 150 influence, which means we're going to have to wait a few months. And 1,000 energy, which we can do. So can't expand for a while yet.
Construction complete.
Okay, Doctrine Fleet Support is up, finally. Now it's time to go to Ship Designer and build a couple of destroyer. Here we go. Tapper's going to be our long range. Okay, tappers and kickers are ready to go. Let's build some destroyers. Okay, that'll do for the moment. Building this ship would put the Federation fleet over its maximum capacity. Okay. So we actually do have a fleet. Federation fleets, 0 of 0. So we actually don't have a fleet. Oh, and our fleet is here. So let's go in and clear these guys out. Okay, we just lost at least one Corvette. And looks like that's gonna be it. Yep, they're gone. Let's go ahead and talk with the Democratic Bokies. Okay, we need to send an envoy to get anything to happen with these guys. So let's improve relations. And that will open them up to a research agreement. Especially since they get more out of it than we do. I really do need more civilian industries, but I need a lot more to get upkeep. I get my empire sprawl down somewhat. So more administrative offices, please.
Colonization in progress.
Readied shield is now up, and I am apparently the only one in opposition. It raises ship upkeep, gives people 10 more naval capacity, and gives 20% more diplomatic weight from fleet power. I'd rather not. Being pacifist, I don't think more guns should mean more diplomacy. Because being a pony, I'm kind of naive like that. A lot of things I want here at the same time, but I gotta pick one. It's gotta be energy grid right now. I need to find a way to stop the bleeding.
Debris analyzed.
Apple Mint is now 100 years old. So I'm beginning to think that all my leaders get that plus 10,000 age limit. It might be a good time to go ahead and start building up armies. I have plenty of minerals, so I can go ahead and get the good armies. So let's recruit. Okay, apparently I can only get 3 Titanic Beast armies, period. Recruit. Yeah, the Assault Army is a bit beefier than than your standard, because the Aether have a double strength benefit to them. So we're going to make those 2 worlds the backbone of my invasion armies if they become lamentably necessary. Okay, we've got energy grid tech. Energy grid, here we go. We'll go ahead and add another generator district to that planet as well. They're not happy people. We need to get more amenities to them, but getting energy out of that planet is more urgent. Okay, we currently have 142 population, which means since we began tonight, our empire has doubled its population one way or another. Okay, so yeah, you are now at your command limit. Now, what I want to know is, they still have a superior fleet to us, apparently, even though we've essentially doubled our fleet strength. A moth is beating its head against the window next to me. And it's a big Luna moth, too. Oh, hell. I completely forgot, absolutely forgot to do the galactic market. And now the humans, Sol system, are the ones who actually ended up with it. Because I lost track. Damn, damn, damn. Meantime, we're going to go ahead and... yeah, leave it at that for the moment. 6 ships. And then we'll see how much fleet support we have left. Alright, the Readied Shield passed, which does not thrill me. Okay, we were number 3 in strength in the galactic community before that passed. Let's see how it works out now. We are the strongest. Damn. Pops, economy, technology, yeah. Okay, our fleet power is reading at 88 net. Hostile fleets are not present in system. Oh, yes, they are. We forgot to destroy that base. Governor Action Shot or Flank Sinatra. Alright, Flank Sinatra it is. And this will be a curb stomp.
Construction complete.
And that's that. We'll set you up to scan that wreckage. And as anticlimactic as it is, that's going to do it for tonight. We're doing the Pacifist run, and we're not going to war with anybody unless they declare war on us first. We've got a federation with one with one other power that has the humans as a one-system vassal. And I suspect they're going to end up devouring them before too much longer. And although the Centauroi have claimed about a dozen of our systems, they have yet to attack, even though, on paper, their empire, their fleet is twice as powerful as ours. And probably the biggest reason that they are not attacking us is because they have no allies at all. Nobody. Anyway, this has been Kris Overstreet, the Redneck Gaijin. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to call it a night here. Here's the people who are supporting me on Patreon or by subscribing themselves to Twitch. I haven't listed all the gift subscriptions, so I should probably update this in the near future. Thanks everybody for your support. Here's the Cog. Good night.